Tell me about Cracker Walker.
Cracker Walker, well, Cracker was a hot shot. He got himself in a lot of trouble in a lot of different racetracks and was kicked out of a lot of different racetracks. That's why he came to Louisiana because he was able to come here and train his horses, and he was the best there was at the time.
Yeah.
In 1987, I was leaving Louisiana to go run in Hot Springs, Arkansas at Oakland Park. Cracker stopped me one day. He said, "You going to Oakland?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "How many horses you got?" And I said, "Well, I'm just going with 12." He said, "Can you take 12 more?" I said, "For who?" He said, "For me." I said, "Cracker, I can take as many as you want me to take, okay?" So I ended up going with 24 head over there and had a good meet.
All right. What made the horsemen from that era so good?
You know, I don't know. I think most of them they grew up with it and they were hard workers, and didn't have a lot of money and they had to work at it. And you know, I'm not saying the guys today don't work or anything like that, but most of these guys back here grew up differently than us, you know, and a lot of them grew up with silver spoons in their mouths, had money to start with, and you know, when you have to really buckle down and get after it every day, it, I think it's different. It made us what we are, and I'm not the best. I've had a good life. I'm right at 1,100 wins, and for Louisiana Cooners, that ain't bad.
Yeah. Your earliest memories with the horses is
I started at Evangeline Downs in Lafayette. Okay, I started with 6 horses, 1969, and my dad had race horses, my uncle had race horses, my grandfather had race horses, so I kind of grew up with it. You know, I grew up on a rice and cow farm, but they all had race horses, and my dad had a quarter horse named Rain Boy that got beat like this in the All American Fraternity before it was called the All American Fraternity. That's how long ago it was.
wow.
And I just grew up with it, and I enjoyed it. I went to high school, graduated, I got my degree in college. As soon as I got out of college, I went back to the racetrack because that's what I wanted to do.
Kept
You know,
calling you, huh?
yeah,
And you know, right? How important is the men and women that take care of these horses every day?
how important.
Yeah, all these guys.
They are the without them we don't exist. I mean, I'm here every day. Kelly's here every day. Most of us are here every day working, but we can't do it all.
Yeah.
We got to have the help, and these guys know what they're doing. They've been out here a long time, just like we have, and they like what they do, make a decent living, and it's just a good life.
And you know, what's some of the first horses that got you going?
Um, I think the first best horse I had was a mare named Kathy Quick. She belonged to some people in Texas, and I was training a couple other horses for them, and got a phone call one night from one of the owners. He said, "Pat," he said, "do you have an empty stall?" He said, "I got a horse I want to send you." I said, "Well, okay." He said, "This filly is a 2-year old. We tried to run her last night. Behind the starting gate, she threw the jock, jumped over the fence, and ran back to the barn." He said, "Guy that has her here doesn't want her anymore." Said, "If you want to take her," he said, "I'll give you $5 a day more than we're paying you for the other horses, and instead of 10%, we'll give you 15% of what she makes." I said, "Well, you send her ass over here." And I took her. It took us 3 weeks to get her out of the barn. She was just big, mean, and ornery. But after we got her out, she settled down and became a good racehorse. She won first time out. I don't remember how many races she won, but I won 5 stakes with her, and had a she was the first good horse I've had in my career.
And you see a lot of the trainers of today. You see a lot of these guys come up, right?
Yes, sir.
And which one of these guys are you most proud of that you've seen start from the bottom?
At one point in time here, I had 68, 70 head. And Steve was here. Steve and I are friends. And we'd bump heads every day. You know, uh, I could get close to him, but I never could beat him. But we had fun running against each other.
Yeah.
And, that's what makes it go around. You know, we have fun and we make a good living.